Wrong ones part ways, right ones find their way. The article I'm sharing with you today is about divorces after the age of 40 and who ends up more desolate in their later years. 3 experienced individuals reveal their true feelings as the passion fades and conflicts increase for middle-aged couples. Facing the trivialities of daily life, some people start to contemplate escaping their dull marriages. From youth to old age, this is the process of a couple supporting each other, hand in hand through life, which is also the most enviable love. However, life's pace is getting faster, and people are becoming more impatient, especially in matters of love. Middle-aged people have replaced it by an increasing divorce rate. As the passion fades and conflicts increase for middle-aged couples facing the trivialities of daily life, some people start to contemplate escaping their dull marriages. Middle-aged divorce has become commonplace in society, but does divorce truly lead to the happiness one desires? For middle-aged divorced couples, their later years often bring nothing but desolation. So after the age of 40, in the case of a divorce, whose later years are more desolate? This time we interviewed several experienced individuals to see what their lives are like after divorce. A lady, now 61 years old, shares, "I got divorced at the age of 50. It's been 11 years since then. At the beginning of the divorce, I often wondered if I was too hasty to give up a relationship of 25 years just because of his infidelity. After all, we still had a child together. But as time passed, I gradually realized that even if I still loved him, his infidelity made him unworthy of my love. After understanding this, divorce was no longer a burden for me, but a liberation that freed me from the pain of betrayal. Now, after so many years have passed, I've grown accustomed to this life, and I don't feel miserable at all. As long as women focus on themselves, they can be happy regardless of whether there's a man in their lives." Mr. Wang, 48 years old, regrets deeply. "I really regret agreeing to my ex-wife's request for divorce, and I regret not cherishing our relationship properly. If I hadn't made such a huge mistake 2 years ago, I wouldn't still be alone now. After experiencing this divorce, I realized that there's no true love between lovers. Original spouses are the best. Unfortunately, I realized this too late. In middle age, I thought the passion and love between my ex-wife and me were long gone, so I had an extramarital affair in a moment of confusion, which led to divorce when my ex-wife found out. I didn't expect my mistress to be with me only for money, and after using me up, she kicked me away. When I wanted to reconcile with my ex-wife, she responded with the 4 words that left me hopeless, not possible. Get lost." Thanks for listening so far. This channel is for everyone to improve better daily. If any of the words or sentences are helpful, then both my team and I will be very happy. Subscribing and following will help keep us moving forward. Let's get back to sharing. MS Chen, 50 years old, shares, "When I was 40, I divorced my ex-husband. The reason for the divorce wasn't because I didn't love him anymore, or because he had an affair, but because I was disappointed in him. I was thoroughly disappointed in his lack of ambition. He was still earning only a few hundred every month in middle age, couldn't support the family, and yet he liked drinking and gambling and had a bad temper. My life was tense every day. Instead of living in fear, I decided to leave early. Actually, divorcing after middle age isn't something to be surprised about. What matters is how to spend the later years after divorce. For middle-aged divorced couples, whose later years are more desolate, it depends on the specific circumstances, but one thing remains unchanged. The one who's at fault will be less happy. Don't wait until after losing to realize that you should have cherished your first half of life. Some people, after middle-aged divorce because they never had a plan of their own, spend their later years alone, living a solitary life. while others have planned their exit strategy before divorcing with a meticulous plan for their later years and live their later years step by step. In this way, those who can arrange their lives well are least likely to be desolate in their old age. Life is like this: the simpler, the happier. So let's summarize. After the age of 40, in the case of a divorce, whose later years are more desolate, the economically dependent one will suffer more. Financial independence is crucial for anyone, from parents to children and wives to husbands. It has always been the case. If a person is financially dependent, they'll feel guilty even when they're angry. Miyazaki Hayao once said, "Don't easily rely on someone, they'll become your habit." When parting comes, what you lose isn't just a person, but the pillar of your spirit. No matter when or where, learn to walk independently. It will make you feel more at ease. The first half of life is over, but you can start afresh in the second half. It's never too late to start again after the age of 40. Finding a job again may be difficult and tough, but never give up. Don't be afraid to lose face. Only by letting go of your ego and making money can you truly mature and become sensible. Truly strong-hearted people will set aside their so-called dignity, work hard with their feet on the ground. They know better than anyone that relying on others is unreliable. Only by relying on oneself can one truly find happiness in their later years. That's all for today's sharing. Feel free to leave a comment and share your feelings. Don't forget to like and share with your friends. Looking forward to meeting you. You Panet.